Okay, guys, here we go. We're back in effect. Hold on. Okay. We'll wait for everybody to get back on here. Oh yeah, something happened right now. Hold on, my bad. What happened, bro? Nah. I was just something I messed up. I did something that I wasn't supposed to do. But yeah, man, we're back in effect. We're going to talk about Colombia. I'm glad Chuck Willery is going to Medellin, Colombia. You know what I mean? It has a lot to offer. But like what I say, you know what I mean? If you're going to be there, I don't know how long you're going to be there. Maybe a week, maybe a couple of days, maybe a month, maybe 2 months, 3 months. If you're going to be there for a long time, you know, for at least like 2 months to 3 months, then move around. You know, you can go to Pereira, Armenia, you know, go to different departments of Colombia. Like, don't just stick in one spot. Like right now, I have female friends in Barranquilla, Colombia, and man, they already started since Saturday practicing, and people over there they fucking party like there's no tomorrow. So Barranquilla is another good spot to be. La 74, La Troya, ha! Nothing but beautiful women out there, man. Yes, sir. Chuck Willery, I was there in December over the holidays for 15 days, bro. Best time of my life. I'm taking my cousin with me this time. Yes. It's definitely a good feeling when you go to a country that embraces you as one of their own, the way they are amongst each other. And you went during the best time of the year, which is Christmas time, Los Alumbrados, La Noche Alborada. During the endings of November, people start partying, people start putting on like Christmas Antioqueño music during that month to get the spirit going. And it's just something else. El Día de la Velita, it's just the traditions, and a lot of guys don't know this, but where you're going to find some of the most beautiful women of Medellin are going to be in las comunas, and that goes for any other department of Colombia in general. There's gonna be a lot of beautiful women in neighborhoods like Manriquez Oriental, Aranjuez, Campo Valdés, El Robledo, La Comuna 13, el Barrio Popular, Bello, Envigado, Belén, Castilla. You have a lot of beautiful women out there, man. Jose Jr., what's going on, brother? Should I go to Lunera? Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna break it down to you guys. The clubs that, as far as strip clubs go, Fase Dos, Club Luna Lunera, La Mansión, y Las Islas. But for the most part, you have a lot of guys that just tend to go to Fase Dos, La Mansión, and Las Islas. But Club Luna Lunera, you know, I mean, it's on top of the list. It's there, you know. It's a good club. It's a good club. Either way, you're going to have a good time. You can go down there, check it out. If it's not your style, then go to Fase Dos. But the top of the line, the two most expensive ones are Las Islas and La Mansión. But you're going to get you're going to pay for what you're going to get. Trust me on that. Chuck Woolery, yeah, bro. I went to El Parque Norte. Yeah, you went to el centro comercial, el del norte, the mall. That's where you went to, right? Yes, and it's just the best. It is, man. A lot of people don't know, man, but Medellin has some treasures. Let me tell you. MMA dog. What's up, MAA dog? Much love and respect to you. Do you recommend La Mansión Medellin as a hotel? Well, it's like it's more of being with females and that type of stuff. I really don't really like know, but I'm gonna ask a friend of mine that really hip to that, and I'll get back to you on that. But you know what? I'm going to do a formal report on La Mansión. I'm going to do my homework. I'm going to break it down, and I'm going to break it down the way it should be broken down. You know me. I like to give out 1,000% information because we don't false flag on this channel, so we have to make sure that everybody's taken care of. Okay, MMA dog. I don't want to end up staying at a hotel and Airbnb. That isn't date friendly. I mean, I look at it this way. And this is the first time I've ever experienced this. This happened to me too. That I had to pay to bring up these two females one time. And I had to pay, I think I paid like 30,000 to 40,000 pesos Colombianos 3 years ago. So what I'm trying to tell you is that before you book an Airbnb, make sure that you go down there to their site, that you read the commentary to see if they have a lot of bad commentary. If it's a lot of bad comments, then just stay away from it. But if you're trying to be bringing up, let's just say you're going to be the tourist to bring up different females every day, okay? It's always better to book it for two people. But for the most part, it's like, it's always better that way, you know what I mean? So that way you guys you won't have no hassles. Make sure that the security guard that's taking care of up in the front desk, make sure you treat him nice and right. You know what I mean? You don't want to rub him the wrong way or come too strong or just think because, you know what I mean, you're coming from the US or whatever country you may be from that, you know what I mean, you're going to belittle him. Because, I mean, those guys down there, they're cool, man. If you treat them the right way, trust me, they'll be quiet. They won't say a thing. They'll keep it to themselves. You feel me? And then, you know, maybe take them like buñuelos or a drink or something. Buy them off with small things. You know what I mean? You don't have to, but it's always better because that way they'll be like, oh, you know what, that guy, you know what I mean, he treated me right. And next time he goes, you know what I mean, next time you come or whatever, he'll be like, oh, I remember you. And he'll never forget you. He'll never forget you. And then next time you come, you're taken care of on all aspects. But yeah, man, it's always better to make sure that you treat those people right because in the long run, they'll even tell you, you know, be careful here, be careful there. You know what I mean? Oh, who knows? They might even want to hook you up with a female. You know? What's it called? The Flyboy Way. What's going on, brother? First time I'm catching one of your live broadcasts. Headed to Colombia for the first time in February. This time for Barranquilla, Carnival, but I'm going to go back for Medellin and Bogota. Yes. Man, you are so lucky that you're going to Barranquilla during those holidays because it's from March the 2nd to the 5th. I have a couple of female friends that live in Barranquilla, and she told me that they're just starting because one of those females that I know, she's going to perform in El Carnaval de Barranquilla. She's actually they're starting to practice. They started practicing this Saturday. So she's going to come out in El Carnaval de Barranquilla. She's beautiful. She's a really cutie. She's a real cutie. And then she's telling me you should come. You're going to have a good time. There's going to be a lot of beautiful women. And in Barranquilla, they have this place called La 74, La Troya. And there's different females from different parts of different neighborhoods of Barranquilla. And let me tell you, man, they get it cracking. They get it cracking. Trust me on that. I was looking up videos on La Troya 74, and some of them women are unbelievable. Paul Aguilar. Hello, what's going on, my friend? And then I think I skipped somebody. And then, oh, my bad, I skipped somebody. My bad. We'll go back to Ed Denoy. Hello, Paisa. What's going on, my friend? And then the Flyboy Way. Nice. Yes, that is really nice out there. Trust me. And then the thing about Barranquilla, like one of my friends on here, he's a subscriber. His name is Brian. He travels a lot, and he is right. Barranquilla, Colombia has all types of flavors. And it's just something else, man, because you have like all types of different mixtures. Some of them, like, they're just so beautiful. And Paula Aguilar, hello, hello, my friend. And then we got Dave Mo. Buenas noches, parcero. La buena. Clyde Leverett. What's up, brother? What's up? He's always doing his homework. Clyde Leverett. That's a good thing, though, man. Honestly, the truth is really good. Don't be shy to ask questions. I'm here to help you guys. I did like 3 bangers right now. I just hit 3 blocks. I hit 3 videos right now. And those videos are something else. You know what I mean? It's 1000% information. You know what I mean? All my videos are going to help you in one way or another. Trust me on that. Trust me on that. If you guys do not speak no Spanish, start brushing up on your Spanish. Because if you guys go out there, yes, you're going to have a good time. You're going to intermingle. You're going to be with, if being with female escorts is your thing, you're going to encounter them too. But you want to make friends. Okay? You want to make sure that you don't go through headaches of people trying to get over on you because you don't speak the language. 3, you want to make sure that, you know what I mean, off top, you're able to intermingle with Colombian women, because if you're going to go out there, you know what I mean, and you're going to be the type to put your hand in your pockets and post up and just be the shy one, then guess what? You're going to have a dry run in Colombia, my friends. And 4, the most important, speaking Spanish might even save your life, because if you got a motherfucker that's going to roll up on you and who's going to get you for maybe your iPhone or whatever, you just tell them, you know what? Take whatever you want. I'm not going to put resistance. Just take what you got and what you want to get, and just let me be, man. I got a family. I'm good to go. But if you get nervous and you make a wrong move, I mean, that person that's going to rob you, he's already nervous off top. So if you make a wrong move or he doesn't understand what you're doing, or he feels that your body language is being aggressive towards him, then he's gonna start. He might shoot you right there and then. You know. You just never know. Dave Mo, bought some of my cologne you recommend. Yeah, man. Fuck, man. My peoples, they gave me 2 perfumes. Well, 2 colognes. That's what I'm trying to say. 2 colognes. I got 1 million, the special edition, and they got me this one, ladies and gentlemen. The Chrome, the Legend. This one I got a couple of years ago from a girlfriend that I used to have here in Los Angeles. I got from a couple of years. That's a good one, you know. I think 1 million, the one that they recently like popped up with recently, man, it's something else. It's something else. It smells nice. It smells nice and right. But yeah, man, Dave Mo, you came up on a good one. And another purchase that I'm going to get you guys, so that way if you guys are interested in that type of wood scent, those are really oily, so they last longer. You know what I mean? Let me show you guys. It's this one. Wanted by Night. Okay? Wanted by Night. So that way you guys can go and purchase it. Wanted by Night. They're not paying me for this. So you know what I mean? I don't want you guys being, oh, this fool's being paid for this. They're not paying me. I love colognes. I'm into colognes. I love colognes. Let me get back to the messages because I don't want to skip anybody. MMA Dog. Your advice is always the best. Thank you, my friend. Is Uber more trustworthy than Yellow Taxi? I think you have said you prefer Uber, correct? Now, let's be correct about this. I'm going to tell you. Now, if you're in Medellin, the taxis, they're cool. You don't really get like really grimy type of taxis in Medellin. You know what I mean? But you always have to still watch them because sometimes some of those taxi meters, they're how can I say? They're rigged. They're rigged. So some of them, I'm not saying all of them. So I don't want you guys, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Speculating that all of them are like that, but sometimes some of those taxi meters are rigged, and they'll have like a little button on the side of their door, and they'll push the taxi meter, and the prices are going up little by little. Or sometimes, you know what I mean, like they'll take you like through areas so that way, you know what I mean, the meter could go up higher. So I'm just saying, sometimes you get grimy ones, but that's not the case all the time. But as far as the taxi system or the Uber system goes in Medellin, I mean, either way you're fine. But once you step into places like Cali and Bogota, you know what I mean? I'm not saying you don't run into good taxis. You do. You do. But I would rather much take an Uber. I would rather much take an Uber because in reality nowadays, it's better to be safe than sorry. It's better to be safe than sorry. And Bogota, don't get me wrong, Bogota, it has a lot of good spots and everything. You know what I mean? It's got a good zona rosa, which is la 85. Eh, there's like a lot of good areas to be in Bogota, but Bogota is grimy. Bogota is straight street. You know what I mean? Like you're gonna go out there, you're gonna have a good time, you're gonna run into beautiful Bogotanas, but you know what I mean, Bogota. I mean, you have to have eyes in the back of your head, but it has a lot to offer you. It's got el Museo de Esmeraldas. It's got el Museo de Oro. It's got el Palacio de Justicia, which was, you know, I mean, once taken down by el M19 by Pablo Escobar. You know, what I mean, when they destroyed the documents, the important documents that they had about him on there. And you have one of the most spectacular views overlooking the city of Bogota because it has a roughly 10 million residents in that big ass city. So to move around, you mandatory have to make friends down there. And I mean, you don't have to mandatory, but I would suggest you making friends out there. But there's just so many things to see. There's just so many things to see. Make sure that when you go to Colombia, make sure that you have like a nice little camera, a little compact camera, like maybe an RX 100 Mark V or maybe an RX 100 Mark VI, something that's a straight pocket rocket. You know what I mean? Something that you could just pop out, boom, 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 and boom, you're gone. Because you don't want to take like let's just say like a Sony A7 III with them expensive $1,000, $2,000 glasses. You know what I mean? You want to make sure that you're incognito, that you're low key. Because those are your memories. Julio L. What's up, bro? What's up? Nick González. ¿Qué onda? ¿Cómo va todo, mi rey? Saludos. Saludos, mi rey. Paul Aguilar. Come to the Philippines, Paisa. You know what? It's crazy that you're talking about that because this moment, in the morning, I was seeing, I have a female friend that likes me. And she's a real good girl. She works in the markets out there in the Philippines in Manila. And she's like, you don't want something serious with me. You a playboy. Like, I'm not a playboy. I like to talk to different people, but I'm not a playboy. And she makes me laugh, you feel me? She's a good person. I learned a little bit of fucking, of Tagalog. Like, anak ang puta, putang ina mo. Oh, man. I gotta learn a little bit more of Tagalog. Palam. Palam means bye. But yeah, man, Manila has beautiful, beautiful women. You have the province of Cebu, Angeles, Davao, and you have a lot of dialects. You got more than 200 dialects in the Philippines. So yeah, that's a very interesting country to go to. It's sad that a lot of guys just go out there for the fuckery, you know what I mean, just to be with different females. But yeah, man. Paul Aguilar, you mean to tell me that you live out in the Philippines, or you're just out there as a tourist as we speak? Are you a nomad out there doing your thing? Ed Denoy. Going back to Merida to escape the cold would look for a younger girl who is hopefully not a professional hooker. No clubs for me. Yeah, man, like, you want to stay away from, like, we got 29 people on here. Let's make sure to smash that thumbs up button. Make sure to show El Paisa Medellin love some love. But yeah, man, you guys want to make sure that you kind of want to stay away from the escorts and all that because, I mean, I get a lot of shit because of the videos I've done about talking about female escorts in Tijuana, the female escorts in Medellin, the female escorts in Pereira and Bogota. And these videos are not to induce you to go to these places. These videos are to help you guys. How do I help you? Avoid you guys being a victim of being drugged, of being fucking robbed, of being taken advantage of with prices that are not the ones that are it. Because you have to understand understand something else too. Every female escort operates differently. Okay, the prices vary, so you have to keep that in mind. But you can always tell when they're trying to take you for a ride. You can always tell. Okay, back to the comments. Dave Mo, the black bottle. The black bottle? You're talking about the one that I just showed you right now with Wanted by Night? Wanted by Night is something else. Wanted by Night is something else. You said you bought a cologne, but which bottle did you buy, David Mo? I mean Dave Mo. And then we got Nick Gonzalez. How when did you think to first go to Colombia? The thing that happened was that on my side I happened to run into a really cute profile that caught my eye. And I sent her a message. She replied. She replied to me. She added me on her Facebook, and we started talking to each other. And we started to gauge each other casual conversation. And then one thing led to another. And once we started seeing each other through Skype, things, hit it off from there. Things hit it off from there. So as time passed by, I had always been interested in going to Colombia. Places like Medellin, which is Pablo Escobar's hometown, and Bogota and other cities of Colombia as well. But I had always been scared for the simple fact that what you see in movies like sicarios, prostitutes, like stuff that would kind of literally scares you. But being in all that, we are from Sinaloa. We are from Sinaloa. We are from Culiacan, Sinaloa, la capital de Sinaloa. So I'm used to seeing like sicarios, and it's normal, you see people doing business in the street. It's like whatever, you don't mess with them, you don't talk about business, and they let you be. Like, they don't mess with innocent people. They're about their business. They're about their money, And in Mexico, you're not supposed to talk about stuff, You let all that go, You just talk about other stuff, But I said if I was able to make it, in my hometown where my mom's from, in Sinaloa, why am I not going to be able to make it in Colombia? So all you have to do, man, is just be people person. Be nice, treat people right. Buenos dias, buenas tardes, buenas noches, como le va. Talk to people, treat them right, and you are going to have a good time. Nobody's gonna mess with you. Nobody's gonna mess with you. But another thing that I want to talk about is that a lot of you guys keep asking me, hey, is it cool if I could bring a female up to my room? Hey, can I do this? Can I do that? You guys have to be really, really smart. If you're going to engage a woman and want to bring her back to your room, you have to 9 times out of 10 know, if this person is trustworthy or not. And it's very hard to tell because some of them are very charismatic. And some of these girls, they work with criminal fucking enterprises. Some of them are like little small time, part time, like nobodies. But in places like Bogota, it gets real because you got big fucking groups. You got small little groups that work individually. You have little small ones, and you have big ones that tend to be more aggressive. Sometimes you'll get somebody that they'll drug them, and what they'll do is they'll take them into this little room, and they'll keep them there for a couple of days, and they'll have a female giving them kisses in the mouth or whatever. And when you least expect it, they're taking all the information out of them. They're just taking him for everything he's got. And what they do after they're done with them, they take them in the middle of somewhere in el centro or whatever in the street, and they drop them off like a piece of garbage. They just leave you there. They leave you for dead. But some of them, they're never the same again. So the way to avoid being a victim is that basically if you're going into, let's say, a place where there's going to be a lot of escorts, like Santa Fe, con Caracas and 22nd. You want to make sure that you go down there. I'm not talking about, take a platoon with you, but at least go down there with maybe 2 or 3 guys deep up in there. Because when they see that there's people with you, it's really harder for that individual or those individuals to prey on you. Because they'll be like, nah, this is too much of a challenge, So they let you be. But yeah, you want to make sure you're sharp, man. You want to make sure you're real sharp. Because I'm telling you, man, like some of them fucking parts down there are straight street. But for the most part, you're going to have a good time. You You want to make sure you're not cheap. You don't decide to cheap out either. You know what I mean? You want to make sure you stay in places like Candelaria, Chapinero Alto, in Bogota, because those places they're going to secure your stay there. You know. And a lot of people fuck up, man, is that you guys tend to bring these females up to your room, and you have to understand you have maybe a couple of $1,000 laying around. Maybe you have your expensive Apple laptop, your Apple Watch, your Apple cell phone, your stuff, you know what I mean, that you like to carry when you go to different places. And especially if you're the type of guy that likes to edit on the go, you know you're gonna have to. You need a high tech laptop to be able to pull it off. So you want to make sure that you're taken care of on all aspects. And yeah, man, for the most part, I mean, if you have a female who's invited you to their house, you know how she is. It's fine if she goes up there with you and everything. That's fine. But if you just met her and you're just basing yourself off of her looks, you know what I mean? That's how you can become prey. That's how some of the most dangerous drug lords in the world have been captured, through females. So if them being some of the world's most dangerous criminals, you know what I mean, you know what I mean, have got caught by females like that. Can you imagine? You, let alone that you're just like basically a nobody. And when I mean a nobody, meaning like you're just your average every type of guy, you know, from every day. So you have to make sure that you're taken care of, man. You have to make sure you're taken care of on all aspects. I keep my place where I stay really low key, really low key. You know, I won't tell nobody where I'm staying at. It's better to be safe than sorry. And always, always, you know what I mean, start to work out, make sure that, you know what I mean, you learn how to fight. You learn how to fight. So if you have, like, maybe let's say, like, 2 or 3 motherfuckers trying to get street, you know what I mean, you smash them on sight. You don't ever let a person, you know what I mean, get in your face. You know what I mean? Once you know that that person has a bad intention with you, you just take off on them. Just take off on them, you know? Take off on them. Putazos. Putazos. Because if you let that person think about it too much, they're gonna rat pack you. And you pretty much you know how that ends. Dave Mo, the black bottle. Nick Gonzalez, okay. Let's just start going back to the comments because I'm passing people here. I don't want to pass anybody. Hold on. What countries have you gone to, Paisa? I've been to Mexico, Sinaloa. I've been to Colombia. And I'm planning to go to others as well. I want to go to the Philippines. I want to go to Peru, to everything that has to do with ruins. I want to go to Thailand. I like places where you can have a good time, but where you could also be spiritual, you know? And I think Thailand has all that and more. I think that's an interesting country. MMA, the Chrome is no joke. I do tell anyone that I wear Chrome. Chrominus diddly. This one. You're talking about this one? Because there's all kinds of Chrome. You got Chrome Legend. You see, I got all of them. What else? We're going back. Mr. Hildy. What's going on, my friend? Hey, been going to Hong Kong and Chicago club for years. In your experience, how did the woman treat you in Colombia compared to TJ? Same experience as well with servers and what? See, what happens in TJ is that women are more about, you know what I mean? I mean, everywhere you go is business. But in Colombia, a lot of them are really smart. What they'll do is they'll treat you right. They rub up on you. They give you little kisses here and there. You know what I mean? Some of them, I don't want to be like really, really vulgar or whatever, but they'll pop out, you know what I mean, their chest or whatever, and they'll put it in your mouth. Me personally, I don't like to, you know what I mean, lick on them or whatever, because most of those fucking females, you know what I mean, they're straight street. But what I'm trying to tell you is that most of these fucking women, like, like, they're more, like, they get more personal with you. The ones in TJ, yeah, you have a good time, you enjoy yourself or whatever, but it's more like, boom, 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 and that's that. You feel me? And in Colombia, you get more of like kind of like that. Like they tend to, how can I tell you? They tend to make you feel more like that girlfriend experience. You feel me? I mean, if that's your thing, what I'll do, I'll just go down there. You know what I mean? I'll buy me a bucket of fucking beer. I'll post up with a friend. Or watch the shows go down. And then you have the girl that's dancing or whatever. She'll walk up after she's done dancing. She'll walk up and ask for tips or whatever. And yeah, you give her a tip or whatever. And then you're on your way. But yeah, you have your females that are just out there. You know what I mean? They'll some will be like, hey, you know what? I want to be with you. I'm charging 125,000. You know what I mean? And this and this and this and that. And some will be cheaper. And it just all varies. It all varies. But the prettier the female is, the more expensive I can get. Worker G. No, Wonka G. What's going on, my friend? Is Medellin Royal Hotel good? I heard Medellin Royal Hotel is good. At J. Are Colombian women any different than other Latinas? I'm gonna be real with you, man. Like I've encountered like every other female you could imagine, and hands down, I think Colombia wins because on all aspects, they're just like very easygoing. They're fun to be with. They're very energetic. They're really happy females, you know. And the way they solve their problems down there is by drinking, you know. They'll tell you, oh, mo, no quiero un guaro, no quiero un guarito, un guarilaco. And then they'll start pouring you shots or whatever, and they have a good time, man. The women out there are just something else. They are really, really freaky too. Sometimes, you know what I mean, I'll get females that without me even asking them, they'll send me like pictures, naked pictures of them masturbating and doing all kinds of crazy shit. So, you know, they're cool, man. They're just easygoing. But but you have Colombian women that are really, really strict and they want something serious. They're not about little games. They're not about games. Like Colombian women, like hands down, like you have like the two types, like I was saying in the video. You have the Colombian women that are getting butt implants, that are getting breast implants, that are going to the hair salon, that they're doing their nails, that, you know what I mean, they're wearing the latest type of clothes, that they have the latest type of cell phone. And all they want is your money. They don't care about you as an individual. They just want is money. So if you can provide, as long as you can provide, it's like a pinball machine. You know what I mean? You pay as you go. Once your money's over, boom, on to the next. And then you have the other Colombians, which are good girls, who you're going to run into them. You're going to maybe bump into them in El Parquilleras and La 70 en Bello, La 45, La 33, Buenos Aires, and so forth and so forth. But these females, they work from Monday. They work and go to university from Monday through Friday, and the time that they go out maybe is like on a Saturday, or they'll dedicate that time to their boyfriend or whatever. But you got good girls out there as well. But hands down, Colombian women are really beautiful, but some of them are very unpredictable. So I want you guys to keep that in mind when you're, you know what I mean, going to Colombia. Okay, back to the comments. Elmo's MedLab, what's going on, my friend? What are the odds I can turn a good-looking prostitute from Colombia into a wife? Never, never. All you're gonna do is just you're asking for trouble. You're asking for trouble on the spot. In the USA, you think you could like to get out of that life for a chance to a good life in the USA? I'm gonna be real with you, man. Like, that's just playing with fire. Because in the long run, even though she may, you know, turn herself around in a couple of years, but she always has that inner voice that she's already been through that. So, you know what I mean? If there's going to come a time in her life that maybe, say you do marry her. Say you do pull it off, you bring her back from Colombia or whatever, and you take her off that business. In the long run, if you and her go through a situation where money is not right, and she sees an opportunity, she's going to hop on it, you know? Especially if there's money dangling in front of her, especially if she's been through that, where things have been rough, she's gonna go for it. So in the long run, you know what I mean. All you're doing is you're inviting trouble. Man, you have all kinds of good girls out in Colombia. You can go down to Barranquilla, Cartagena. You have women that go on dating sites where they're trying to marry a good man. Some of them are just trying to look for an opportunity out of Colombia, you know. So you have to be really meticulous on marriage. But me personally, I think that For me to marry somebody, she's gonna have to prove herself to be worthy. Because like that, nah, it's not going down like that. Wonka G is Medellin okay? Let's go down. Jaque's household. Jaque's household. I like your videos. Thank you. I am starting my Colombian visit with Cali at the end of February. Yes, Cali is a good place. You're going to run into a lot of beautiful women. And if you're a female who's asking me this, you're going to run into a lot of guys out there. There's going to be a lot of potential out there for you. William Lay. It Medina is a fun town. Okay. Nick Gonzalez is Uber is cheaper. No need to deal with cash. Yes. Uber is cheaper. And then we got William Still. It's hard to get a girl. I heard they're flake a lot. Nah, man. A lot of people just talk a good one, man. Like, what I usually do when I'm in Colombia, I'll have like at least 4 to 5 different girls that I'll make plans with. So that way, if one flakes out or whatever, you know what I mean. You'll have like 4 more in the cockpit. You feel me? But but yeah, man. It all just depends on how you carry yourself. Nick Gonzalez, okay. Julio A. I subscribed today earlier. Thank you, my friend, for subscribing to the channel. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the family. Every day we recruit more and more soldiers to the cause. Sounds like you're good people, bro. Keep it up. Thank you, my friend. I'm a good person, but like I'll I'll ride with you. I'm down for you and everything. If I see you in a problems where somebody's trying to take advantage of you or they're trying to jump you, I'll jump in. But once you rub me the wrong way, we're done. We're done. I'm talking in general. But yeah, man, I'm a good person. I have a big heart. I grew up in LA, man. I grew up like around all this crazy shit. I grew up in the streets where around Bloods, Crips, and Essays. So yeah, you learn a little thing or two here. Arturo Sánchez, del estado de Culiacán, Sinaloa, de la mera mera capirucha. La silla caliente, parqueada en el Parque Lleras. Asina es. Ancina es. Fitzroy George, howdy, awesome that I can get you live. Thank you, my friend. Much love and respect. We got 35 people watching. Let's make sure we give the video a thumbs up. Much love and respect to all of you guys. God bless you guys. We got the Flyboy Way, laughing out loud. I think a lot of people trip out because I'm so fucking honest, And then we got Paul Aguilar Putanginamo. That's a bad word. That's a bad. You say that to the wrong person in Manila and the Philippines, damn. They'll pop out a knife and they'll stab you, and they call it cripo. Cripo. Something else. Mehemet Uve. Hola, ¿qué tal? Saludos. De Canada, Medellin is next on my list. Much love and respect to you. Saludos, parcero. Dave Mo, Dubai Royal is a great hotel. Yes, I heard it's a great hotel. Oh yeah, man. Dave Mo, Black Kenneth Cole. Yeah, Black Kenneth Cole. I have that one. I have that one brand new. And I have this one in a bottle, and it's still up to here. This one you can't go wrong. This is like the type where you just go and you're good to go. This one this is something that I always like to wear. This one they stop using it as far as like in the malls or whatever. But they'll pop it out every once in a while and Robinson's May. I was thinking about before it was Macy's, they used to call it Robinson's May. So I just popped out with Robinson's May. That's crazy. But yeah, they'll take them off the shelf and then they'll pop them back up. Okay. Hold on, I don't want to skip anybody. Hold on, I don't want to skip anybody. I skipped a couple of people. Hold on. Hold on. Fuck, I skipped a couple of people. Dios, where am I going? Okay, back in the call. Hydra 801 El Paisa and chat. Is this cool for the first time watching your channel? Thank you, my friend. Love from Salt Lake City, Utah. Keep up the great information content. Thank you, my friend. Much love and respect from Los Angeles, California, all the way down to Salt Lake City, Utah. That's love right there. That's love. Watching from a long distance. Paul Aguilar, I'm going to the Philippines this Friday. Yes, it is a beautiful country with great people, beaches, and party. You are welcome here anytime. Much love and respect to you, brother. Yeah, you got Boracay, you got Palawan, you have the beautiful city of Manila, which is the capital of the Philippines. But in the Philippines, you have to be sharp because, you know what I mean, people are looking for a come up as well. James Orman, I kept my money in hidden stashes before inviting a woman over. Yes, very important. That's a very smart tactic on your behalf. Wonka G, what's up, my friend? Is Medellin Royal Hotel good? Are the flights on cheap Farguru seats mall? No, personally, man, I got a good money. I got a good run for my money. That's a good run. Arturo Sánchez, pero Paisa, la verdad, se ha puesto muy caliente la cosa en Medellín. Siempre va a ser caliente en todas partes del mundo. Lo que pasa es que hay gente que no está en la jugada, pues, y se aprovechan de ellos. Para los turistas, ya están atracando ahora en las áreas que se decían seguras. Sí, pero también hay mucha policía. Hay mucha policía. Entonces, tú tienes que estar en la jugada. Siempre cuando vas a lugares así. Arturo Sánchez. Y de perfiles altos como ejecutivos y más. Perfiles altos como ejecutivos y demás. No, pues todo depende. Todo depende cómo te navegues. Si te ven así, con la cabeza agachada, no muy seguro de sí mismo, es que lo que pasa es que los analizan, los estudian. Antes de atracarlos y de robarlos, los estudian, les preguntan, les hacen la tarea, pues. No creas que es como que boom, no. Muchas veces, a veces pasa así, pero muchas veces no. Lyric Stonier, where do you recommend we take girls for one night stand? You got hotels. Lyric Stonier, you got hotels scattered throughout the whole city. There's gonna be very, very much options for you to do that, to bring a female up there. It's better to bring them to a different place than to bring them back to where you're staying at because you don't know those people, you know? You got hotels that range from 15,000 up to 30,000 pesos colombianos. So, you know what I mean? It's all up to you. James Orman, there's some hotels that cost per hour or use motel. Yeah, you have hotels that are for half an hour. You got hotels that are for an hour. You got hotels that are passed by that are for a couple of hours where you could bring a female. You don't have to hurry. And they have like a CD player, a little radio, and it's all nice and taken care of. You know? William Steele, do you have American girlfriend? Nah, I stopped dating American girls. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think they're beautiful and everything, but like, what happens with American girls is sometimes you invest your money, you treat them right. You know what I mean? You help them go through school, you show them love, and at the end of the day, it's like, you know what I mean? A lot of these girls, like, they've changed a lot. I'm not saying that there's no good girls in the U.S. There is good girls in the USA, but for the most part, a lot of the fucking girls that are really worth it, are worth being with, are with fucking dumbass guys that are lames, you know? With guys that have nothing to offer them, with guys that are just, you know what I mean, out trying to even feed off of them. But those females like that. They like that lifestyle. So nowadays, like if I'm going to be, let's say I'm going to be with an American girl, I can be with an American girl. But I have to make sure that I do my research. And I think the best time to like really be with a female is when you befriend her and you pull it off as a friend and you see the way she is on a day basis, and then that's when you come in for the kill. But meanwhile, if you just be like boom, like a lot of guys that they're just savage with it, you scare the female away, or she knows that she has you by the balls, so she knows she can do whatever she wants with you, and that's why a lot of guys get taken advantage of, because a lot of guys go straight for the kill, and females are not stupid. If a beautiful female sees that, you know what I mean, you're not like that, she's gonna want to give in to you, you know. It's a give and take, but you have to be smart with it. I've been with all kinds of different type of girlfriends. Like, I had a Japanese girlfriend years ago. I think the Japanese girls are really interesting. Arturo Sánchez, imagínate que uno de los narcos más buscados era vecino de Federico Gutiérrez. Sí, alias El Seco. Vivía en el mismo conjunto con él. Eso sí es cierto. Es que la cosa está peluda, pues. Uno nunca sabe con quién con quién se va a topar. González, Elmo, Miller. Okay. We keep going. We're gonna like continue reading the messages here. Hold on, I'm lost now. Hold on. Mr. Hildy, yeah, I got exactly what's going on, Mr. Hildy. Yeah, I get exactly what you're saying. Thanks, brother. I appreciate it. Much love and respect. Hold on. Hydra 801, El Paisa. I recently became very interested in Pereira. Yes, I'm gonna be real with you. Like, I have like a very special affection for Pereira, and I'm gonna tell you why. I had a girlfriend there, but the way the people make you feel there is exactly the same way as Medellin. Okay, and then on top of that, you have like, which is Pereira, which the only thing that separates Pereira from Dos Quebradas is el Viaducto César Gaviria Trujillo that was founded in 1997. It's historical to the city of Pereira. You have La Plaza de Bolívar, which is Tal Desnudo de Bolívar. Okay, the city of Pereira has a lot of history. It has over 150 years of history. Back in the days, Medellin used to reach from Medallo all the way down to Armenia, Manizales, and Pereira in the old days. So Pereira, for the most part, the four Paisa cities of Colombia are Medellin, Armenia, Manizales, and Pereira. Okay, now Pereira has a very special place in my heart because the people down there, they took care of me when I most needed them. And I used to have a little kid that he used to sell like little snacks and little chocolate stuff or whatever. And me and him, we became really tight. We became really tight. So when I go back, I'm gonna take him something. He doesn't know I'm gonna take him something, but he lost a lot of fucking weight. I'm proud of him, man. He came a long way. He lost a lot of fucking weight. He was really chunky, really chubby, and out of the blue, that fool went down like that. But what I'm trying to tell you is that this kid, every time he would see me, he would want to post up with me. He would want to hang out with me. And every fucking time, without me even asking him, he would give me whatever he had of snacks. I didn't want him. And he would be like, no, parcero, la buena, o yo, la buena. He would always give me, you know? Oh, man. But yeah, those are good people. Those are really good people. But yeah, Pereira's a spot. Pereira is the spot. Pereira's a spot. And the women out there are something else, let me tell you. The women out there are bad. You have La Circunvalar. You have fucking La Badea. Really, really beautiful women out there. I got a little emotional, man, because there's good people out there, man. Okay, what are your thoughts about Pereira? James Arman. There was a motel I paid 50 mil per, I don't know what. Yeah. James Arman, so it's not bad. Yeah, I mean, it all depends on what you're getting. I mean, like, you don't want to go into a cheap piece of shit place, you know what I mean? Let me see, we're going to Sunset Patty. Heard anything about Bucaramanga? I have a Paisa friend who lives in Bucaramanga. James Ormans. It was really clean, had a shower, and even a stripper. Yeah, you get those. You get those because the girls out there are fucking freaks, man. But you want to make sure you stock up on condoms, and you want to make sure you take the best. Take Trojans. If you go to a health clinic, you're gonna get a big ass bag of condoms. So you want to go down there, you want to be armed to the teeth. If you're gonna be sleeping around with different females, you want to make sure you got rubbers. Okay. Dead Space. What's up, Dead Space? What's going on, my friend? Hold on. This space. I'm going to Colombia this September. This space. Only idiots get married. This space. Marriage is for suckers. Yeah, but you have to understand something too, though, man. You don't want to be an old man and by yourself. You feel me? Like I don't know why I have that funny feeling that I'm gonna go out in a blaze of glory. That I'm going all out. I'm gonna go all right. You know, I have a funny feeling I'm gonna go all right. Just check. Okay, James Orman. Just check the hotels out before deciding on one. Yes, exactly. Man, I got a lot of good stuff planned for you guys when I get out there. Let me tell you. I just can't say I'm on here because we got haters watching. You know, we got haters that pretend to be with you, and they're just out. You know what I mean, on some fuckery type shit. So we got to make sure that you know what I mean we don't give out the recipe to the stew, if you know what I mean. But back to subject. Back to subject. This space. Women say she loves me. She must drink a warm bottle of my urine to prove it. This was crazy. James Arman. The quality can vary a lot, so hook up reviews on them online. Yes, exactly. Nick Gonzalez. Las caleñas son como las flores. Ha ha ha. Exactly. They call it la sucursal del cielo, but some call it la sucursal del infierno. Because, you know what I mean? It goes down out there, man. Like, Cali is beautiful. Don't get me wrong. But in Cali, you got to be right. You got to be right with people, man. Because if you rub somebody the wrong way, down there in Cali, they get street with it. Realm of Chaos. Is Colombia dangerous? I heard there are drug cartels there. Yeah, man. As long as you don't mess with people, as long as you're right, you'll be cool. You'll be fine. Nobody's gonna mess with you. As long as you treat people the right way, you'll be fine. This space. Whores don't flake out. As long as you got money, the whores will never flake out. You can take them with you to wherever. Now, another thing that I want you guys to know is that if you guys are going to different departments of Colombia, you want to make sure you like if you say you're going to las aguas termales de Santa Rosa de Cabal, take a female with you. If you're going to La Hacienda Nápoles, take a female with you. Because you don't want to be there and you're going to see all the guys with their girlfriends and everybody having a good time. You're going to be there like, fuck, I fucked up. That happened to me. That's what I'm telling you. Wonderful Life. Hi, guys. Wonderful Life. How are you doing? What's up, my friend? Almost mid-lap. I fucked till I fall asleep. What are you going to do? That was crazy. Wonderful Life. Australia here. Julian Hoyos. Parce, ¿cómo va la vuelta, Julián Hoyos? ¿La buena o yo? Parce, ¿cuándo va para Medellín? Muy pronto. Yo me voy el 30. Ok, qué bueno, qué bueno. Muy pronto. Let me see. Hold on, I skip people here. Almost mid-lap, a vagina will fucking motherfucker up every time. So a lot of guys, they just want to go out there and be with fucking escorts and shit like that, and like your money gets thin like that, you know. And then on top of that, you guys don't even take tours. All you do is fuck around with females and waste your money on stupid shit. But I mean, everybody has the right to spend their money on whatever they want. I'm just here to give up game and help you guys get back to your home safe. This space sounds like you're triggered. Never said it was dangerous. Okay, Joshua Quesos, where do you personally exchange money for best rate? I know airports are a ripoff. See, what I recommend all the time is that if you're going to Colombia, you know you're going to be coming back to Colombia, make sure that you always have like at least 200,000, 300,000 in pesos colombianos. So that way when you go back to the airport, you don't have to get ripped off at the airport. And if you haven't had Colombian money, change 100 US. So that way you can have money for taxi, make sure you have money for food, and make sure you have money for the place you're going to stay at. And then the next day, you go to the best exchange rate is at the banks. And if you can have somebody ship it from the U.S. to where you're at, the Western Union. It all depends. There's all kinds of tricks to it. You're real. Almost my life. You're real crazy. I can't see motherfuckers. I mean, honestly, the truth is like this, man. Like when something goes down, you have to rush the person on site. If you think about it too much, like you always go for the big one. Like if you're confronted by two or three guys, you have to always smash the biggest one. Once you smash the biggest one, the other ones are gonna get scared, you know, because it's all mind games. It's a mind game. You see one of the big ones, but you see the other ones. The other ones are an illusion, and if they see that you know you're smashing on the big one, the other ones are gonna be like, "No, I'm straight," and they're gonna take off. That's why you have to be fit. So if that way it goes down, you know what I mean, you're taken care of. Okay, okay. Back to the subject. Jane, why aren't you into LA girls? I am. I like LA girls, but a lot of the LA girls are crazy, man. But yeah, man, there's a lot of beautiful girls out here in LA, let me tell you. A lot. If you go and party in Hollywood, you have like people from different countries: Chinese, Korean, Japanese, Brazilian, Honduras, El Salvador, everywhere in the world. We get them all. James Orman at Bogota, one of the booths had 0% fees on exchange rate, but they also fingerprint you, which is strange. No, they do that at Western Union. You shouldn't feel strange. They do that at Western Union too. Like I would show you, but all my information is there, and I don't want my information on YouTube like that. Elmo's Midlad, TJ is great, but you are on the fucking clock. Hong Kong Club is the shits, but you are on the clock. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of good clubs out there. A lot of people they like going to Hong Kong and Club Adelitas, but there's a lot of clubs to be and go to. But Hong Kong is like hands down is one of the best. Julio, I would like to go to Medellin since the longest, but solo because you know people. Friend won't travel like that with me, especially other countries. But it's safe rolling solo or no, bro. Yeah, you can go solo, but all you have to do is just always be a people person, get along with people. You know, interact with people, interact with locals. People are gonna invite you to hang out with them, and you'll be good. You'll be good. But you have to learn Spanish. At least learn the basic Spanish. World traveler. Hello, my friend. Hello from Mexico City. Much love and respect to you. We got Wayne Poller. Hello from Georgia, USA. Much love and respect from Los Angeles, California to Georgia. Ricardo Theodveller. No? Theatra Veller. Good heart. Thank you, my friend. Johnny P. ¿Cómo hablas tanta mierda? Solamente la verdad. Nada de maricadas. Cero maricadas y cero colesterol. Daniel Vascones. Which is better to get girls, Pereira or Medellin? Pereira and Medellin are the shit. Both cities, hands down, are the winners. Pereira has a lot of interesting women. You know, you have a lot of interesting characters in Pereira. I have this female that I'll never forget her, man. Like she's something else. She's a beauty, but she's an escort, so you know, that's off the map. Um, Daniel Vascones, where I get girls to go to Termales Water. You invite any women. It don't matter if she's from Medellin or Pereira. If she's known you for a while, and you be like, hey, amor, pues no quiero ir a aguas termales de Santa Rosa de Cabal solo. ¿No quieres ir? Sí, amor, hágale, de una. They'll go with you. You know? Any female that you invite will go with you. Trust me. They'll be like, damn, I want to go. Julian Hoyos, what's up, my friend? Danny, it depends on the spots you go. You can get quality girls in both places for the right amount of money. Exactly. Very true, on point. Hydra 801. El Paisa, thank you for your thoughts. You're more than welcome on Pereira. I greatly appreciate it. I plan to travel to Pereira one day. It's definitely on my to-do list. You guys shouldn't think about it, man. You you have to understand that it's not going to be always that you have the opportunity to travel. You have to hop on it now as we speak. Because tomorrow is not promised. You can go out to the street and you could get hit by a car. You can anything can happen. You have to take advantage of the situation now. You know, and I think that the round trip tickets are not even that expensive. If you're coming from Los Angeles, they're a fucking rip. You know, they're a rip. Like I could literally go right now to Cheap Fare Guru and type in Los Angeles to Medellin or Pereira, and I'm gonna get all kinds of crazy deals. Whether it be on fucking Avianca, whether it be on Aeromexico, whether it be on um, jet lines or whatever the situation may be, there's all kinds of deals. A lot of people want to fly first class. Yeah, don't get me wrong, first class is fine and everything, but it's like there's no need for that. As long as you have an airplane it's gonna take you from A to B, you're good to go. You know. Alice Vasquez, that's my friend right there. What's going on, my friend? What's up? What's up? You have to tell us how you get all this inside info. I know I trip a lot of people out. I thought you actually lived in Medellin. A lot of people actually do think I live in Medellin because I'm always on point with the information. I have women that I know personally. I have women that I know in Medellin. I know people in all the neighborhoods and all the barrios of Medallo. Everywhere you go. I have people that I know in Tuluá, Cali, Palmira, en Rivera Escobar, Armenia, Manizales, Pereira is ridiculous. And Pereira, I have a lot of women that I know there, and a lot of neighborhoods. I'm not gonna say all of them because Pereira is big, but I have friends in Pereira which are Campestre de Mariana, La Pradera, which is in Dos Quebradas, La Colonia Guadalupe, which is in Dos Quebradas, La Circunvalar, La Badea, Bosques de la Acuarela Trapa Tres. And a lot of those Paisa women in Pereira are fucking bad, man. They're beautiful. But yeah, I got a lot of insight on all that. I got information for days. But I gotta use it. I gotta disperse it to you guys casually, you feel me? I gotta keep you guys going. But yeah, man, I have a friend that I'm proud of, man. She's going to come out in el Carnival de Barranquilla, and she's pumping me up. She's pumping me up. She wants me to go. AJ, how prevalent are STDs in Medellin and Pereira? I mean, in places like Cucuta, it's high. In places like Medellin, I heard it's high too. It just, you know what I mean? It's just common sense. You know what I mean? Like, if you're going to smash a female, you want to make sure you take rubbers with you. You know? It's just better that way. But you can always tell if a female is really decent because you'll go to their house, they're really smooth, they have everything in order. You know what I mean? Like, if you have a female who you just manage, she's just trying to, like, you know, be with you sexually, like, you have to watch out for all those type of things, you know? But, it's always better to, you know what I mean, take rubbers with you. Make sure you take Trojan, too, because the Trojans, like, a lot of them, they have, like, they're really, really thin, so it feels like you're in it. I don't know. It feels like, you know what I mean, like, you're not even wearing a rubber, if you know what I mean. They have all types of different rubbers, you feel me? A lot of guys, they like to go cheap. You could also go, if you don't have money for them, you could also go to your health clinics. You know what I mean? They will draw blood off of you, and they'll give you a big ass bag of condoms every so often. I think it's more than 100. They give you a nice little fat bag, so you're taken care of on all aspects. Alice Vasquez, hey Paisa, what's up? You have to tell us, okay? That's crazy. Julio L, you think Venezuela girls is popping, bro, as going there for travel? Yes. Hands down, you guys are fucking in for a treat because now that fucking the Venezuela president, he's going to be there for another fucking 6 years in power. Guess what? That's 6 more years of you guys having the opportunity to have the 2-for-1. And what I mean the 2-for-1 is that you have 2 options. You have 1, females that are from Colombia, and 2, you got beautiful fucking Venezuelan females from Venezuela there. They're all over the place. They are like crazy in Medellin, Cali, and it is amazing the amount of Venezuelans that Bogota has. So they're scattered throughout Colombia. But I think half of that country is in Colombia as we speak. Yes. And a lot of them are having babies in Colombia. So that way, they can have rights in Colombia. But yeah, we have to help out our Venezuelan people, man, because like, you know what I mean, that's a situation that nobody wants to be in, You think they don't want to be in their country, enjoying their country, and instead they're having to deal with that piece of shit motherfucker Maduro. Nobody wants to deal with that asshole, but they have to deal with that good for nothing lame. So you have to understand them too. I feel bad for them. I have a lot of female friends that are from Venezuela that live out in the Dominican Republic. I have one that lives in Santo Domingo. I have a lot of friends in different parts. You feel me? So like I can relate to them. Clyde Leverett, 345,000 are from Fila. Yeah. Daniel Vascones, but I will need somebody to hook up me up. I don't want to approach anybody and offer money. Is not an escort. She may be offended. You can always tell, man. You have like okay, if you guys haven't been to Pereira, if you guys are into, if you want to be in brothels and all that good stuff, I have a good one for you. Okay, this one is called Adan y Eva. Adan y Eva. That's a good one. Look up my videos, man. I have a lot of good videos. I have a video about the female escorts in Pereira. If that's your thing, I have that for you guys. And then I have videos on all kinds of stuff in Pereira as well. All the spots and everything. World Traveler. Girls from Medellin want to go to lots of places like Cali, Cartagena, La Hacienda Nápoles, Guatapec, and San Andres. Of course. Of course they want to go there. Why? Because you're paying for it. And a lot of those girls, you have to be realistic too. A lot of those girls, their income is not good. But if you see a girl who's a really good girl and what I mean, she's proved herself to be worthy with you, then I think you should treat her. What I mean, treat her. Take her somewhere on a distance with you. But if you go to Cartagena, you're gonna be like, damn, I should have left her there, because you're gonna like see a lot of beautiful women in Cartagena as well. And a lot of those girls have that really beautiful curly hair and that beautiful sexy skin tone. So yeah, it's something else. Mm, Julio L. What's the difference between Colombianas on the USA and Colombian country, bro? I think Colombian girls in the USA, they're kind of like, I don't want to say whitewashed or anything like that, because I don't want to be offensive. But I think a lot of them have that, they're like, I mean, I don't know, they're just different. I find them different. I find them different. But I haven't really encountered a lot of Colombian women that live over here. But I'm going to start interacting. I want to find the places where they hang out in. I know there's a good spot in Pasadena. I don't know where, but I heard there's a good spot in Pasadena. And then there's another good restaurant called El Paisa that's in the city of Long Beach. So yeah, we're definitely gonna check those spots out. Savage Blaze, how much did it cost you to travel there, bro? My ticket was $643 from Los Angeles to Pereira. From Los Angeles, um, from Bogota, and then from Bogota, I went through immigration services and everything. They asked me how long you're going to be in the country. It's a mandatory that you have a current address of where you're going to be staying at. So make sure that you guys know that, so that off top, I mean, you guys are taken care of. Okay? And then from there, it was like a 2-hour delay. But from Bogota to Pereira, it's 45 minutes an airplane. A little jet. Wayne Parlor, I heard the guys and girls go out in groups. Is it difficult to meet girls in the clubs if you go to... No, you'll be fine. But you can't be shy, man. You can't be playing that shy part out there. Because that's not going to fly. Clark 813 Ken. Hey, El Paisa. What's going on, my friend? Hold on. Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's. Happy 2019. Clark 813 Ken. Just checking with you. Good looking out, my friend. We're all in full effect. Cyber 84. Hey, what's up? From Manriquez. Have you been there? If so, what did you think? Manriquez Oriental is the spot, ladies and gentlemen. We have La Cruz, we have El Barrio, El Raizal, and some of those women out there are to die for, my friends. I know what I'm talking about. Beautiful fucking women. Unbelievable. Nothing but 9s and 10s. And I'm talking about beautiful, beautiful Paisa women with attitudes. However you want them. But yeah, man. World traveler. You are right. Bringing a girl to Cartagena is like bringing sand to the beach. Exactly. I almost made that mistake one time from Pereira to Medellin, and I thank God she flaked out on me. There is also a lot of Venezuelan women in Cartagena. Yes. They're everywhere. They're everywhere. Clark 813 Kent. I'll give you a holler later. For sure. Cyber 84. Yes, sir. Julio L. Is Sinaloa hookers are different from Tijuana's and spots? I'm gonna be real with you. We're gonna touch that subject. The reason I haven't really wanted to touch like those spots or whatever, I know a lot of intel down there in Sinaloa. I know a lot. But I wanna fucking break it down but by chapters, because when I do a video, everything's off the dome. You know what I mean? They're like little doors that open. Like I open one after another. It has to be in order. You know, I don't like to be sloppy. That's why I take time when I do my videos. But yeah, man, Sinaloa has something else. In Los Mochis, Sinaloa, you have La Casa de las Muñequitas. And then you have La Casa de Malena. La Casa de Malena is an OG spot. It's been around since Jesus was a baby. And then in Culiacan, they post up outside of La Catedral. Like you'll see them like in their cell phones. And then they have clubs. And then they have a good club in Los Mochis called Club El Foxys. And in Culiacan, Sinaloa, they have brothels, but these females charge 2,500 pesos. So but you're gonna see top notch females down there. Let me tell you, yes sir. From the minute you step into the airport de Culiacan, nothing but beautiful girls with big beautiful. They're all mixtures. A lot of the girls are mestizos. A lot of them are really, really white with beautiful big eyes and big lips and beautiful bodies. They're really well structured, let me tell you. World traveler, if you guys want to meet girls in clubs in Medellin or Colombia, you have to know how to dance salsa. Dancing salsa with a Colombian woman is an easy way to get to know her. Yes. Town 100. Have you been to Barranquilla and any intel? I'm going to be there. On the Carnival. Yes, the Carnival is going to be cracking, ladies and gentlemen, from the 2nd of March to March 5th. And I have a friend, like I was telling you guys, that's going to come out in El Carnaval de Barranquilla. She's going to be performing. So they start practicing already this Saturday. And people out there are partying their fucking asses off. They have La Policía Militar that's going to be patrolling in different departments of Barranquilla. And they're walking around. La Policía Militar is the most high-ranking in Barranquilla. So what they do is they're walking around with a little special machine. And they're fingerprinting people to see if they're criminals or not. And if you're a criminal, you're out of there. They ain't playing. They're grappling up people because they want to make sure that the tourists that are going out there are going to have a good time. So they're making sure that everybody's taken care of. Okay, what else? Bazuco 713. How does Sinaloa compare to Monterrey? Personally, I've never been to Monterrey, but hands down, I can tell you that Sinaloa, hands down, it's always going to be one of the top players in Mexico. And I'm going to tell you other spots that will be top players as well. You have Sonora, Hermosillo, Sonora, Culiacán, Sinaloa, la capital, que es el estado de Sinaloa. Boom. You have Guadalajara. Beautiful women. Okay? But you also have to understand, I've never been to Monterrey, but there's a certain part of Mexico where you got Mexico, they're Afro Mexicans, so they're from African descent but mixed. So you're gonna run into a lot of that out there in Mexico as well. So you have a little bit of everything. Daniel Vascones, can you please tell me a quick budget for Medellin for 1 week with all the happy life included? Well, it all depends on what your happy life consists of, because if you're a person that likes to live a good life, if you're a person that likes to go out, it all depends if you're the type of person that likes to throw the house out the window. If you're the type that likes to throw the house out the window, I suggest you taking at least 2,000 with you, just so that way you can hit all corners. If you're gonna go all out. Julio L. Paint you should travel to Cuba. See what's happening in there, bro. Yeah, I have Cuban blood in me. I have I have Cuban descent in me too. Elmo's Midlab, Southwest Airline flies to Colombia. Due 40 to 21 days in advance. You got a deal. You got a cheap deal. Yeah, I heard that too. Bazuco 713. What about Mexico City? Mexico City is tricky. You got them crazy fucking girls out there in La Merced. Man, they've been going at it since Jesus was a baby. They ain't no joke out there. In La Ciudad de Mexico, it's a city where you have to be really sharp, you have to be really meticulous, but you have a lot of history and you have a lot of culture. You have El Castillo de Chapultepec, you have El Zócalo, you have La Virgen de Guadalupe, which is La Basílica de la Virgen de Guadalupe, you have Las Pirámides de Teotihuacan, you have the Pyramids of Calakmul, you have the Pyramids of Chichen Itza, in close to Cancun, which is La Serpiente Emplumada, you have Tulum, you have Xcaret, you have Playas del Carmen, you have a lot. But down there, you have to be real careful, man, because, there's certain parts where, the members, let's just say the members are fighting with each other, and you just never know. Ed J, I want to learn Spanish in Medellin. Where should I start? You guys that want to go and learn Spanish in Medellin, why not start now? Why not start looking up videos on learning the basic Spanish? Daniel Vasquez. Cool, thanks. I will be traveling soon. For sure. World traveler, okay. James Orman. Have you been to Cartagena? No, but will be. Fishman. What's up, bro? What's up? Cyber 84. Cartagena is a beautiful. Felt like it was chill. But all depends on what you're looking for. I had a subscriber recently send me a video from him being in Cartagena. And he was enjoying himself a lot. And it looked nice where he was at. He was in the ruins of the city, overlooking the beach, and then you see that big ass Colombian flag. Like waving like this. Mañana, because it was doing a cool breeze. It was waving like this. It was a trip. It was a trip. Okay, let me see. James Orman, I was in Santa Marta and Taganga. I love the beaches. Yeah, the beaches are nice. It all just depends on your preference, man. Like, it all just depends. Julio L. Is it true that at the República Dominicana, all girls want to holler at someone, especially if you're from the American? I'm gonna be real with you. Like, I've never been to the Dominican Republic, but I have a lot of friends there too. And I have like a fetish. I don't want to say like a fetish, but I have like this little thing for the Dominican women as well. I think that they're fucking beautiful. I think that hands down, like a lot of them are nothing but dimes and up, And there's a lot of girls out there that have a lot of potential, a lot. But you have a lot of them since, you're dealing with a country that's really, really poor. A lot of them, you can't tell them that because they take offense to it. But the Dominican Republic, it's a beautiful country. It has a lot of riches, but it's a poor country, so a lot of them are trying to hustle you. A lot of them are trying to hustle you. But the women out there are bad. They're fucking beautiful, They're really well proportioned. I'm telling you this because, like, I have, like, a couple of girls that I'm talking to from there. and they look bomb. And I had more than one of them tell me if I wanted to stay there, that I could show up to her house. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be taken care of and everything. But but yeah, man, Dominican women are beautiful. Worldly travel, right? You can go to Token Spanish or Blink Costo en Poblado. I look at it this way: why are you guys gonna like want to go to a different country, learn the language there, when you guys can get ahead of yourself and take advantage of it here or wherever country you're at and start learning it from there? So that way, when you guys go there, if you want, you can take a course or whatever, and you already be familiar with most of the words. Cyber 84, be careful because they will take you for what you have, if not all, the majority. Yes, a lot of them are fucking hustlers. They're all trying to hop, you know what I mean, trying to cop a dollar. Julio L, cause man, I want to go bad to the Dominican Republic. Man, thick as hell, man, but I don't know, man. You be surprised. You be surprised the type of fucking females I'm talking to right now. I just can't expose them on here because, you know what I mean, this is YouTube, and believe it or not, you know, you gotta be really wise on what you post up on here. But yeah, it's really beautiful women in the DR. If you guys wanted to fucking be around beautiful women in the Dominican Republic, go to El Cibao, Santiago de los 30 Caballeros, Jarabacoa, La Vega, Cutuí, Bani, Jánico, Sajoma, Sabana Iglesia, San José de las Matas, Bani, Cabrera, Asua, Puerto Plata, Sosúa, Boca Chica, República Dominicana, Santo Domingo, Los Alcarrizos, Los Minas, Guaricano, Capotillo, Barrio Herrera, Urbanización Máximo Gómez, La Romana, and the list goes on, my brothers. I got a lot of intel for you guys. This brain is like a fucking computer. It's like, it's here. Our Paisa, let me see, at AJ, our Paisa people a mixture or separate race. Paisa people, okay, there's a difference between Paisas and Antioqueños. Antioqueños, they feel like they're more pure, and Paisa people, they're still Paisas, you know, they're from Medellin. But there's like a lot of girls that are mixed, like in places like Cali and Medellin. You have a lot of beautiful women as well. There's a little bit of mixtures, a little bit of everything. R.Y. Burke. No one rhymes off cities like my man. Much love and respect to you, my friend. Cyber 84, Ciudad Nueva Arroyo, Hondo, Puerto Plata, and the list goes on. Yes, there's so many of them. This is ridiculous. It's a Barahona, Esperanza, San Cristobal. It's ridiculous. It's just too many. Dominican Republic is big ass. It's a big ass isla, big ass island. Well, it's not a big exaggerated, but yeah, it's big enough to compact a lot of those cities. But yeah, some of the most beautiful women are in Santiago de los 30 Caballeros and Jarabacoa too. I know what I'm telling you, man. I know what I'm telling you, man. If you don't believe me, look up videos on YouTube. Cyber 84, but stay on your toes. Exactly. In the Dominican Republic, you want to stick and move, stick and move, stick and move, stick and move. You know? You don't bring females up to your room. I mean, you can bring, how can I tell you, like, one time I'll go out there and I'll do a video and stuff like that so you can see what I'm talking about. But I want to interview, like, first I want to dedicate time in Colombia. After I've done a good amount of, like, a lot of, like, my videos there, then I'll move around to different countries. R.Y. Burke, have you been to Fiebre or Paisas Club in Bogota? No. But I've done intel on all those clubs, and trust me on this. The information that I'm going to give you on that video is priceless. It's priceless. Julio, there's a lot. I said a lot of Colombians and RD on the app called Tango, bro. I don't know you heard of it, but man, fine as hell, bro. Tango, I've heard about Tango. I heard of Tango. I didn't know that though. I didn't. I really. I try to stay away from all those little sites. Smooth sounds of jazz, dude. I have the same shirt. My friend gave it to me for my birthday when I was in Pineda. Yeah, my mom gave it for a gift like 2 years ago. Like no, I think a year ago. I think a year or 2 years ago. I still have the tags in it and everything. See? When are you going? Maybe we can meet. Haida 801 is Spanish dialect here in the U.S. different than in Colombia? No. And in Colombia, they'll just be like, cierto, verdad, vea pues. And they'll use like words that, you know what I mean, that you might not be familiar with. Like, que pereza. Eh, que hijo de puta tan intenso. You know what I mean? Like, there'll be words that you won't be able to pick up on right away. Like, I understand Paisa dialect. In Cali, it's like, mira ve, oyís, oyís. And then in Bogotá, they tend to talk like, oh, ¿qué hubo su merced? ¿Cómo me le va el chino? Like, they change a lot. Their accents change. And La Costa, they talk a little bit fast. And a little bit fast, but with attitude. But in Medellin, the only place where they pronounce every letter, yeah, Medellin is something else, man. Hands down, I think when I got to the city of Medellin, at first I was nervous. I was nervous as fuck. Like I was like, fuck, I can't believe I'm here. And once you're there for a couple of hours, like you just get broken in, you know. It all falls, all the pieces fall in place. Everything falls in place because you know that's a city that's worth being in. But once you see like the way that people take care of you and they treat you, the way they embrace you, like when you leave, you can't help but to get emotional because you leave friends behind. You leave like the atmosphere that you know. I mean, here in the U.S., like I'm proud to be an American, but out there it's like it's way different. You know, like out there you fucking party, you fucking live life, you enjoy it to the highest bidder. You know what I mean? Like it's just different. Out here you have everything, money and everything, but out there it's like everything is more pure. And like I told you, you're gonna have good Colombian women. You're gonna have scavenger women. You have to know how to fucking spot shit. If you catch on to somebody, don't be like, oh, you know what, I caught on to you. No, just casually but smoothly move away, push away. You know, and you're taken care of. And always go with your gut instinct. A guy was asking me earlier. I haven't replied because I mean I'm doing this live, but I'll reply to everybody. I always reply to everybody's comments. Where to find Afro Colombianas? You can find them in Medellin because you have apartado close to there, and then you have like Afro Colombian clubs in Medellin, like Jenny Lau, like you know what I mean, California, Club California, and Laureles en la 33. You have the beautiful Afro Colombianas from Cali, Buenaventura, Tuluá, Cartagena, Barranquilla, and Santa Marta. So you have a lot to choose from. Cyber 84, but they put you at ease. Yeah, they make you feel good. Cyber 84, they make you feel comfortable. Exactly. Smooth sounds of jazz. Which city do you prefer, man? You know, Pereira. Both of them. Both of them. I love both of them. But it would be hard to pick because if I say, you know, in Medellin, It's like if I'm shitting on Pereira, so I think both of them are bad. But I mean, Medellin is something else too, man. Medellin is like fuck. See, the thing is that the only thing that makes okay Pereira is a small version of what Medellin is. Medellin is a big ass city, and Pereira is a small version of that. Antonio Pavón, what's going on, my friend? Paisa, me voy siguiente mes, vuelos y hotel Bogotá, Cartagena y Medellín. Todo es por 903. Yo vuelo desde Los Ángeles. Pero te están cobrando mucho. $903. Eso es mucho. Eso es mucho dinero. If you guys are trying to look for cheap flights, I mean, there's a lot of them. But the one I like is Cheap Fare Guru. Then we got my man Cyber 84. To be honest, Medellin, if you keep your cool and don't come out your face, you'll be cool. But anywhere else in Colombia, you have to have your sixth sense on point. Exactly. You have to be fit, a little bit fit. Like me, I'm about to start hitting the gym hard tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm gonna start doing the routines again and really, really, you know what I mean, putting in work. Surge is too cool being white. Going to It's too cool being white. Going to Afro clubs. Nah, you'll be fine. They don't trip. They won't look at you weird. Like maybe out here in LA, they'll look at you like, what's up with this fool, Because out here it's like it's stupid, man. Like you have like ignorant people and then you have good people. So, but now you'll be fine. Fishman, what's up, brother? Hey, bro, what's your Instagram? My Instagram's El Paisa Medellin Life. Antonio Pavón. Incluye hotel y vuelo. Ah, entonces ya es diferente. Si incluye hotel y vuelo, entonces ya está bien. At Jay, are you considering moving to Medellin for good? I'm thinking about buying property out there later on. More up in the future. You know? That'd be crazy. Have a nice little dog with you. Have a little dog with you, and then a good girl, a good paisa woman, to be cooking you arepas and bandeja paisa and all that good shit. But yeah, man, you want to have a nice little dog with you, and then you want to make sure that you open up a business like a hostel or a restaurant or something that is going to give you money all the time. But yeah, buying a nice little house out there, man, you'll be set. And a good paisa woman to back that up. Goonies. I can't say the other word because that shit sounds like racial. But great work, friend. Much love. Thank you. Love them native chicks with cat eyes. Yes. Honestly, the truth, like, a lot of paisa women, they're very seductive. Like, you can't help it but to put a smile on your face when you run into them, Especially when you're webcamming them and stuff like that. And then when they tell you more, ¿y cuándo va a venir more? It's priceless. Daniel Vascones, nobody recommends bringing a Colombian woman over here. I think it's better to stay there with them. Yeah, I mean, but you're gonna have to bring out of the country sometimes, in life. You know what I mean? You just gotta, if you really want a good girlfriend, like you have to befriend her as a friend and get to know the way she really is. And then once you figured it out, then you go in for the kill. Before that, no. Cyber 84, there's no racism in Colombia. Yeah, you have some fools, but everyone is friendly. Everyone is looking to have fun. Not like here in the U.S. that some people act dumb. See, the thing is about clubs in L.A., a lot of the clubs in LA, like you have a lot of guys that go in there because you have to dress to go in the club. You can't go out there with baggy shirts and baggy pants, and you know what I mean, wearing size 50s and stuff like that. So a lot of guys that do go to the clubs, like even though they may not be active gang banging, but they have that gang banging mentality. So a lot of guys, you know what I mean, they tend to be territorial to the club. So once they've gone there for a long time and like they feel like the club is theirs. So you have guys that when they see that a girl's been going there for a long time and you're a new face in the club, like you have guys that sometimes they get jealous and they trip. And a lot of these guys have fucking pistols in their cars. So most of the times, if you start shit with somebody at a club, you know what I mean, 9 times out of 10, if that person leaves the club, you know what I mean, he's most likely going to the car, you know. And sometimes what they'll do is they'll wait for you, and then you have all kinds of conflicts. So, you know what I mean. Once you go into a club and you deal with something like that, the best thing to do is just leave. Just leave, because if not, you know what I mean, you're most liable to run into a situation, and it's just better to avoid them. But yeah, in Colombia, man, I've heard that there is, but I don't think so, man. I just think that there's just people that are just weird, man. That they just think that they have like this thing where they a lot of see. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't want to say names because I'm not going to. But you get a couple of guys that always want to play the racist card, you know. And I think that that's not fair because in reality, like I mean, if it is what it is, but sometimes people they just want to play the racist card because it gets more views. You know what I mean? And that pisses me off. James Orman, Colombia has a lot of passion, and it felt weird coming back to America. Exactly. When I got back from Colombia, like as soon as I got to my house, I felt fucking depressed. And like I was happy to see my family and everything, but like it's different. It's like you go back into your shell. It's like you go back into your shell where like nothing is real. Everything feels fiction. It's like when you watch that fucking movie The Matrix, you know? It's just crazy, man. Or when you watch that fucking movie Swordfish by what's his name? Danny DeVito. Those movies are a trip. Like Swordfish, fucking The Matrix, all these weird type of fucking movies, you know. But yeah, talking about those movies, I'm gonna throw one of them on today. Yeah, everything feels weird, different. I love Colombia, man. Like when you fucking get to 70th Street and you fucking hear that roaring of two fucking big time fucking teams like Atlético Nacional, which was founded in 1972 with more than 73 or 74 years of history, and when you have fucking El Deportivo Independiente Medellin, which is 104 years of history, which was founded in 1913, and you hear two fucking big ass teams roaring inside the Atlético Nacional, inside the Atanasio Girardot, you know they mean it. You fucking know they fucking mean it because they're fucking like really, really fucking shouting their fucking team with pride. You know, it's priceless. It's fucking priceless. It kind of makes you nervous. You kind of don't want to go in there, but it's something else, man. It's a situation that I mean I don't give a fuck. I could go in there and never get tired of being in there. You know, in las barras del sur with nothing but fucking fans from Atlético Nacional with their big ass flags singing their fucking cadences, you know? It's a beautiful feeling, man. I love Medallo. That's why Medellin's my life, you know? But trust me, man, it's gonna be something else. I know what I'm telling you. Let me see. Let me read some of these comments. Hold on. Smooth sounds of jazz. I think Pereira is best if you are spending a short time in Colombia. Yes, Medellin is best if you are spending a longer time in Colombia. See, a lot of you guys want to go out there and nickel and dime. Why are you going to sit there and pay so much for an airplane ticket and only go out there for a week or two? Makes no sense. It dulls my mind every time I think about it. Julio L. Getting a good girlfriend in Colombia, but in the future want to marry. It is easy to get her a visa. Yes. Yes. In 3 months, you know what I mean, you can bring her to the States. if you do the right paperwork. Cyber 84. A Colombian woman would put you to sleep with how they speak to you, calling you bizcocho, amor, muñeco, papi, so on and so forth. And for any reason, they put their hands on you, like a rub on your shoulder. Yeah, there's something else. I like those women out there. Cyber 84, and you're hooked. Like me, I'm taken care of. As soon as I get down there, I'm taken care of on all sides because I have a lot to choose from. You know, it's like a candy store. It's exactly like a candy store. You know what I mean? Where you go. It's like in a mall. You know when you have all the displays like that, and you like, oh, I want like 10 of these. I want 5 of these. It's like a candy store. You know, and you're king there. Hydrato one. Is it wise to ship your personal vehicle to Colombia if you prefer your own transportation? Are you the one that was telling me that you wanna ship your car out there? That you have an expensive car or whatever? And I think you wrote like a big paragraph in one of my videos. If it's you, say yes. Search. Okay. Why is it so hard to make Colombian guy friends? Where? Here in the States or in Colombia? Cyber 84. I would wait till you get to know someone very well, then bring your car. Because if you don't know one here, you and your car, you have your car, kiss it goodbye. See, in Colombia they drive crazy, man. Some countries they drive erratically. Cyber 84 is not hard to make friends. You just can't be shy. You have to be on point, to be witty, but playful. Exactly. In Colombia, no. In Colombia, no. In Colombia, it's easy to make friends. But like I tell you guys, man, like I ran into a situation. Like I'm gonna tell you a little situation that I went to in Pereira. I had already bought my Cuban sandwich. I had bought my drink, but I have a friend that I know that works at a club in Pereira. Okay, and they were there, a couple of guys. There were like 4 guys, and with 3 girls, and we were partying. We were having a good time. Well, instead of me walking up, crossing the street, walking up to the room, and just calling it a night, I said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna go hang out with these fools." So fucking one of them told me, "Oh yeah, this and that. We're gonna drink and we're gonna have a good time and this and that." So I gave him my fucking lunch, what I had to eat for the night, what I had to eat the whole fucking night, and he was supposedly gonna take care of it. One of his friends was gonna take care of it for me. That fucker did me dirty, man. That fucker did me dirty. That fool, what he did was that we were drinking or whatever, and at a certain amount of time, that fool just left the club and he bounced. So what I'm trying to tell you is that, like, I don't give a fuck about a Cuban sandwich. Like, I don't give a fuck about that. But that was the only thing I had to eat that night, you know? And, like, I was fucking pissed. And we were going to go half on a bottle. We were going to go half on a fucking bottle of aguardiente with the other guy. But since his fucking homie did me dirty, I was like, fuck these fools, you know what I mean? So I got mad and I left. And the next day, like, this fool was pissed because I know the money had to come. The money came out of his pocket. So I'm like, yeah, fuck that. I kissed that fucking Cuban sandwich goodbye. But you guys didn't get the best of me, you know? And after that, I just stopped fucking with them, you know? Like, I stopped fucking with them. What I'm trying to tell you, the moral of the story is, guys, that you can't be trusting just anybody that you fuck with out there. Like, you have to be really meticulous. Like, anything that has to do with money and stuff like that, like, no. I lent the guy 20,000 pesos colombianos. You know what I mean? Every time I would bump into him, you know what I mean, in that area where I was staying, he would always come up with bullshit excuses. So after a while, I was just testing him because I wanted to see where his mind was at. So once like I got to see that this fool was, you know what I mean, was a piece of shit, what I did was I wasn't gonna make that fool an enemy, you know, because you don't know if that fool knows sicarios or he knows bad people in the city that can harm you. So what I did was I said, oh, okay, parcero, no pasa nada, parcero, así déjalo, no pasa nada. So off top, this fool, he sold himself to me because if something cracks off on that area where I was staying at, and this fool don't jump in, or you know what I mean, he don't back me up in some way, because I know that fool he knew people there, you know. He knew bad people. I know he did. And I know that nobody would fuck with me there. Either way, because I'm a good person. But I said, fuck it, I'm not gonna burn myself over 20,000 pesos Colombianos. So I left. I let him at that. But half an hour later, because we were at a brothel. Half an hour later, um, fucking this fool asked me for 100,000 pesos Colombianos, and I told him nah. I told him, you know what, I'm doing bad. I'm doing bad. And this fool is crazy, man. These fools were busting like lines of coke. That fool put like a fucking a thick line of coke on top of the girl's chest, and he sniffed it off her fucking titties. That fool was crazy though, man. That fool was locked out. But yeah, anyways, back to the story. I just gave you guys two good stories right now. If you guys are new here, smash that thumbs up button, man. We're giving a fucking good intel here. Smash that thumbs up button. Much love. Okay, what else? Alright, what size of hard size suitcase to bring a week? Thanks. It all depends. Like I like rolling in style. I have like I like to wear something different every day. But make sure that you take cargo shorts with you, so that way you can put your money, your wallet, and your cell phone up front and not behind, because from behind they can take you for your shit and you not feel it. Search. My girls tell me they're jealous. My girls tell me they're jealous. What girls? What girls are telling you that they're jealous? You're saying my girls are telling me that they're jealous. Julio L. Is it better to get an Airbnb or a hotel in Colombia? Personally, it all depends on how much you're going to stay out there and how you're going to hit the block. If you're going to stay there for more than a month, then I would suggest that you book like an Airbnb or you rent a little spot for yourself. Antonio Abreu. What's going on, my friend? Yo, what's up, kid? What's the word? Mockingbird. Antonio Abreu. Hotels are cheap enough sometimes. Yes. You got good hotels. You got hotels that run you from anywhere from 30,000 up to 60,000, 50,000, 40,000. It just, it all depends. But you don't ever want to fucking stay in one of those hotels down in el centro de Medellin. That's a fucking shithole down there. It gets rigorous. It gets really rigorous down there, man. Uh-huh. And you always want to carry something with you just in case, you know what I mean? I'll be in Medellin Thursday noon. I'm happy for you, man. Honestly, Colombia is a true life-changing experience. For those of you that haven't been there, trust me, when you come back, you're going to tell me all kinds of good stuff. Search the local dudes there. The local dudes tell you that the girls are jealous? Yeah, you get women that are jealous. I think that everywhere you go, they're jealous. Hydra 801, Paisa, yes, that was my reply in that long paragraph, laughing along. Shipping a car out to my brother, it's not worth it. I mean, personally, it's like, I mean, you have to think about this. How much they're gonna charge you to ship your car out? And then if you have a car that's like a fucking classic, like why expose it? You know? Yeah, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. Antonio Abreu. I'm staying at Art Boutique 55 a night. That's a good one. Sunset Patty. Do Paisa guys wear shorts in the street? Me personally, man, like I think that it all depends. Like if you're gonna be like, how can I tell you? Like you can rock some nice ass shorts with some Jordans or some Nikes. You know what I mean? It all depends on how you wear them. But there's guys that go out there looking ghetto as fuck. You know, like you have to look right. You know, you have to look right. You have to go out right too. If you guys are gonna do like stuff like hiking and going here and going there, make sure you take some shoes you don't really care about, because you don't want to mess them up. Antonio Abreu, right by Parquillera. That's a good area. That's a good area. Cyber 84. Cyber 84. One story that I have. One of my cousins got shot because his brother was a stick-up kid all the age of 13, and since they both look alike, wrong one got it. Damn, that's crazy. It's crazy, man. In LA, as long as you're cool with people, you're good to go. But if you gangbang, I'm telling you, man, out here the life is real, street. Places like Los Angeles, Chicago, New York, the gang life is real. You know, LA was gangbang like in the 90s. It was a fucking war zone. Like you couldn't even go to school wearing a Raider. Like for wearing this shit, like wearing this type of shit was a no-no. You know, anything that had Raider gear on it, like it would, like if you were wearing, let's say this shit right here, they would make you flip that fucker inside out, or you will get a write up. You get a write up. It was crazy though, man. Like I love my era because I grew up in a rough era, but back in the days, people were real. You know what I mean? Nowadays, you got all kinds of fucking lames running around and all kinds of fucking fake motherfuckers that, you know what I mean? They want to fucking shit on on people who know what's up. You know? I mean, they're just different. A lot of my friends have passed away. You know, I had a lot of good people that have passed away. A lot of good people. People that were like family to me. Been to too many funerals, seen too many deaths. Julio L, you should do a video of best 2 words hotel. I'm gonna do a lot of stuff, trust me, man. I got a lot of stuff going on. Serge, how do you like Barranquilla? Barranquilla has a lot of potential, a lot of beautiful women. And I think that where Barranquilla shows its best face is in el Carnival. Because the whole fucking city comes out. You got people from different departments of Colombia flocking to Barranquilla. And I think Colombia has a beautiful country because all year round, like you're in for a treat. You know what I mean? You're not getting out of this carnival when it's another one popping up, you know? It's crazy. Like once December comes up, everything else is like a domino effect, you know? La Feria de Cali, boom. De Manizales, de Rio Sucio, Barranquilla, and so forth and so forth and so forth, all year round. And then after that, La Feria de las Flores in August. It cracks all year round. Oh, man. Vernon Rush. Much love and respect to you, brother. Appreciate you sharing your knowledge and keeping it 100%. Much kudos to you and your channel. Thank you, my friend. Much love and respect from Los Angeles. Cyber 84. I'm from New York, and in elementary we would hear guns go off. We would play guess where did it come from or guess who got shot. Yeah, back in the days it was gangbang, and New York has a lot of history because a lot of it, that shit was like ran by the Gambino crime family and the five families of New York. You know, the Cosa Nostras. You got fucking Sammy the Bull. You know what I mean? John Gotti. You had fucking all these fucking type of gangbangers that were coming out of there, you know? And I think that I like New York because it has like a little bit of everything. It's got a little Sicily. It's got a little Chinatown. You know what I mean? I like a lot of the movies from out there, like fucking Paid in Full, Kings of New York, Once Upon a Time in America, fucking Godfather 1, 2, 3, fucking all those crazy movies, you know? New Jack City. But yeah, Kings of New York is something else. That movie is gangbang. Something else. Vernon Rush. You throw that fucking on Kings of New York on a big ass 55-inch TV. You order like a fucking box of pepperoni and cheese, and an order of buffalo wings, and another fucking order of of a Hawaiian pizza, ham and fucking pineapple. It's a done deal. Let me see. Burning Rush. I'm trying to go in summer. It'll be the first time, yes. Trust me, you and I'll be disappointed. It's something else. I don't know. Can you understand the Mayan Spanish? It is tough. I think that the Aztec dialect, and I think that everything that has to do with our ancestors in Mexico, the Aztecs are one of the world's most powerful, powerful fucking groups that will ever exist in history and to mankind. It's one of the most powerful cultures alive. You know what I mean? And I have everything here in my room. I got stuff on my walls. I got fucking drawings. I got all kinds of shit here. But damn, I don't even know where I have it. But now that you're talking about it, I'm gonna show you something right now. Hold on. That's crazy. I don't even know where I put it. But it has to do with it has to do with the fucking Aztec history. I forgot where I put it, but yeah. I have videos. Okay. I recently went to fucking Target and I was there buying stuff as gifts and I came across a fucking good movie that I recommend you guys getting. Well, this is the classic movie, Apocalypto, but I have the documentary on the Aztecs as well. But it's just something. And then this movie right here is based on Sin Nombre is based on the Malas Salvatruchas. You know what I mean? On all the killings and all that crazy shit. It's a really good movie though. But this one, my friends, the End Watch, that's based on Los Angeles, on the gangs and all that crazy shit that happens here in the city. But yeah, man, it's a must. You have to watch it. The End of Watch is something else. You're gonna really be in for a treat. Who was that other movie? I forgot what's it called. It's a really good movie too. I don't understand Mayan, but I want to learn it. I want to learn everything that has to do with it. Look, this is part of the culture here. Look. Hold on, let me turn the camera around. You see what I mean? The feathers, and then like all the Aztec stuff on top, on the wall. Yeah, the Aztec calendar, and then you have like on the other one, you have a member from a different tribe being sacrificed. He's getting them from behind like this. He's putting a dagger in from behind, from the back. But yeah, Aztec history is something else, man. What made you ask me that question, though? Something made you ask me that question. Ed Denoy, Kenya, Spanish, Julio L. That's true, Paisa. I'm from LA. Crazy back in the days. Bro, especially the cops would mess with you if you're rocking Raiders or white tee, bro. Like, there's a store in the city of Southgate. It's called Greenspans. And Greenspans is an OG spot. They sold their gear. They have all kinds of gangbang clothes. Pendletons, Ben Davis, Dickies, the stuff that the Zoot Suits, the gangbangers from back in the days used to wear. Like some of the old neighborhoods that are from LA, like 38th Street, Florence, and other neighborhoods as well. And a lot of them, like a lot of them were Zoot Suiters, but the OG ones, you know. But yeah, I don't really want to get too much into that gang stuff because you know what I mean. Then people might take a disrespect to it. But yeah, man, there's a store called Greenspans, and they sold their gear to Boys in the Hood, Menace to Society, a lot of the gangbang movies that you see in LA. Like they bought their gear from them, like 187, like back in the days, like places like schools like Roosevelt, Garfield in East LA, like fucking Jefferson down in South Central, Washington. Those are all gangbang schools, you know. But yeah, man, back in the days, it was something else. Back in the days, like the teachers, like all they would do is dick around, you know. Like on Fridays, they would put in a fucking video and just leave you in the class to watch. Sometimes they would be interesting videos, and sometimes they would just be stupid ass videos. So a lot of them didn't really teach a lot. HD chilling. You think those small towns outside of Medellin are safe? Yeah, nothing will happen to you. Cyber 84, but in spite of having a lot of families, I felt like Queens was safe because no one would dare to do anything. But others, boroughs, they were a hot mess. But now I feel like everything has calmed down. Yeah, I mean everything's calmed down because the system ain't playing. Like you're like a little dog. Every time you get caught for a misdemeanor or or for a VNE or whatever the situation may be, every time you do that, it's like you're pissing on that furniture. You're pissing on that judge's furniture, and you're like a little dog. Like if you don't teach it the right way to do things right, sooner or later they're gonna get fucking rid of it. So, you know, what I mean, after a while they get tired of you, and that's when they fucking hit the sentences. You know, you get 5 years, 6 years, 8 years, 10 years, and then sometimes like once you got one felony, the rest of them come easy. So remember, it's 3 strikes and you're out. So for you guys that like to fuck around and think you know it all and think that you slick, you know what I mean? There's a fucking cell waiting for you somewhere in the world. Oh, especially here in the U.S., they ain't fucking around. I watch fucking lock up MSNBC and I see all these fools and like, I learn from them. I learn from them. There's this. If you guys have the time to watch it tonight, watch it. It's called Scare Straight. It was filmed in 1978. It's something else. That fucking episode is something else. So watch. You must watch. It's a must watch. But yeah, we're gonna wrap it up, ladies and gentlemen. We got 3 more minutes, so the time's clicking. 3 minutes, and we're gonna wrap it up because it's nighttime. Here in Los Angeles, it's 10:56 in the nighttime. But yeah, man, to all those that have subscribed to the channel, that have been showing love, much love, respect to you guys. The channel is growing every day, little by little. And yeah, man, don't be shy to ask questions. Just don't ask dumb questions because sometimes you get like some comments that are just like dumb, you know? Sometimes you get guys that I don't know what they're thinking. I don't know what's going on with them. Watch time. Muchísimas gracias todo por todo, parcero. De nada, mi rey. La buena, ojo. We got a lot of good intel, man. We have like a lot of good projects coming up. Now I gotta learn how to edit videos, like with like I want to learn how to edit a lot, you know. Subscribers. 103, 654,000. That's not bad. Almost a million views. But yeah, man. In order to make sure that you have a good trip out there, man, take tours. Don't be cheap. You know what I mean? Like, don't go out and spend all your money on hookers. That shit, I'm telling you, man, that's just a waste of money, you know? That's just a waste of money. Cyber 84, love, peace, chicken grease. As I respect to you. In the nighttime, sometimes I'll listen to fucking old school music. Bueno, much love and respect to everybody. We're about to log out. Good night. Sweet dreams. Take care. Enjoy your trip. To anybody who's out there in Colombia, much love and respect to you guys. We have a lot of good stuff coming up. Trust me. Good night. Bye-bye. El Paisa, Medellin Life. Shout outs to Medallo City, to all the neighborhoods of Medellin, Manriquez Oriental, Aranjuez, Campo Valdez, El Robledo, San Javier, Castillo, Belén, Buenos Aires, Copacabana, Envigado, Sabaneta, Itagüí, San Blas, la Comuna 13, Santo Domingo, Popular 1, Popular 2, and much respect to all the